Wishing in Genshin Impact is quite the divisive topic, with incredible highs and low lows. This video will cover the core systems revolving around wishing, hopefully shedding a little bit of light on what exactly happens when you hit that wish button. As always on this topic, gacha responsibly. Welcome back to the channel, Blinky here coming back at you with another Genshin Impact video. Remember, if you have found the information in this video useful, a subscribe would be fantastic, and a like on the video, epic. So today we're going to be talking about Genshin Impact summoning mechanics. We're going to be discussing the current banners, there being 4 of which currently. We've got the character event wish, the permanent wish, the weapon event wish, and the novice wish. So the first thing is I can't currently see the exact numbers behind the novice wish, but from my understanding it has the same mechanics as the permanent wish, obviously without the ability to go to pity on the 5-star. Now let's have a quick look at the mechanics that are the same across all of the banners. Now I quote, "Every 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least one 4-star or higher item." Let's quickly break this down. There's some confusion coming from people thinking that this only applies to the 10 wish button. This is wrong. It doesn't matter if you're doing pulls 1 by 1 or 10 in one go. You are still guaranteed to get the 4-star or higher item within 10 pulls. One thing to mention, when you do pull a 4-star or higher item, it will reset this counter, meaning if we pull 5 times and get a 4-star, we will then need to pull 10 more times to get to the pity of the 4-star or higher item. Next, we're guaranteed to win a 5-star item at least once per 90 attempts. This is pretty simple, but there's 2 caveats here. On the weapon banner, this is actually 80 attempts. And secondly, what that item is will depend on the banner you're pulling on, but I'll go further into that as we discuss the other banner options. So to quickly summarize where we are, every 10 pulls guarantees a 4-star, whether that be individual or 10 pulls, and there is a pity timer for 80 or 90 summons. Now let's look at the permanent wish. As a quick PSA, if you're going to be a low spender or a free-to-play player, I recommend avoiding this banner at nearly all costs. Now let's go into why that is. So firstly, the 5-star rates. A lot of the calculations I'm going to discuss here do carry across to the other banners in slightly different ways, and we'll go through those as I discuss them. So yeah, the 5-star rates on this banner. This banner has a 0.6% chance for a 5-star item, and a 1.6% if you consolidate the pity banner. So on average, this means you will pull 166 times before you get a 5-star if you don't pity, and you'll have to pull 63 times if you include the pity. Now once you do actually get a 5-star, it's a 50-50 chance whether you get a character or a weapon on this banner, which makes this banner pretty rough. So let's have a look. If we double the amount of times on average you'll have to pull, or half the percentage depending on how you want to think about it, the likelihood of you getting a 5-star character is 0.3% or 0.8% if you consolidate the chance of the pity. So with the consolidated, that's roughly pulling 126 times on the standard banner in order to get a 5-star character. Now, if you're after a specific character, this is where it gets really rough. So we know that we have a 0.8% consolidated chance of pulling a 5-star character. Now, if we divide that by the amount of characters in the banner, that being 5, it gives us 0.16% chance of pulling a specific character, and that includes the pity, by the way. That means, on average, we would have to pull 625 times to pull the specific 5-star character that we're after, which is a ludicrous amount of money. Now, a brief mention on the 4-star rates, using only the consolidated rates, as we're going to have to pity a lot on these, that being 13% chance of pulling a 4-star. That means on average, we'll be pulling a 4-star in every 8 or 7.7 pulls. This again is split 50-50 on whether or not we pull a weapon or a character, giving you a 6.5% chance of pulling a character, or 1 in every 15 pulls, on average. Now let's look at the character event wish and how that differs from the permanent wish. We have the same 5-star rates with a big difference here. You have a 50-50% chance of pulling the promotional hero, currently Klee, or another 5-star character, meaning that every 5-star you pull will be a character. This also means that if you're after a specific hero and that is not the promotional character, your rates are exactly the same here as they are in the permanent wish. Not that I recommend doing that after we quickly discussed the exact rates of pulling one of those. Secondly, if you do not pull the promotional character, your next 5-star is guaranteed to be that character. Now both of these characters do carry over, meaning that if you pull 89 times on the Venti banner and it changes to the Klee banner, your next pull is going to be a 5-star. This includes not pulling the promotional character and then pulling the promotional character. So if you pulled, for example, not Venti, so Kaching on the Venti banner, did your 89 pulls, and then it swapped to Klee, your next pull is guaranteed to be Klee, or that promotional character. Now, the 4-star mechanics are very similar to the 5-star system. So with the rates we took from the permanent banner are exactly the same here. Every time you pull, it's a 50-50% chance to be one of the promotional specific characters and a 50% chance to be a different 4-star item. Those being the characters and weapons bundled together. So if you don't pull one of the promotional characters on your first pull, of a 4-star that is, the next 4-star is guaranteed to be one of those promotional characters. Now a brief mention on the weapon banner. The only real difference here being that the pity happens at 80 attempts rather than 90, changing our consolidated probability rate to 1.85 to guarantee a 5-star weapon.